if you're a restaurant or even a business owner in general that wants to make sure that ManyChat is set up for your business so that you can automatically respond to certain keywords or phrases, and I'm going to show you now exactly how you can set it up really quickly so that when people come into Messenger and say certain terms, that they automatically get fired a message. This is going to increase the customer service, or improve it, should I say, because people are going to get a lot of queries answered instantly, and it's also going to save you a massive amount of time as well. If you're constantly feeling that you're always answering the same old questions, I know restaurants have this problem a lot where they're just constantly, do you do a gluten-free menu? Yes, we do this, and having to answer those same requests over and over again. Is there a vegan menu? Is there this? Is there that? It's just, it can seem like an endless stream of information sometimes, and one of the most important things to do with Messenger is set up automated responses so that you can provide your customers and people that inquire with information as quickly as possible and save yourself a huge amount of time. It's really, really important. So we're just going to get into it now. So I just used gluten-free as an example, and that's a very common one. So that for the example now, what we're going to do is use an example of when someone requests a gluten-free menu or mentions the word celiac or anything like that, that we can send them a message, an automated message to tell them about our gluten-free menu, and give them all the information that hopefully they'll need. So we're just going to firstly go over to the flows section. So make sure you navigate to flows, and then you're going to click on new flow, and we're going to let's call the flow gluten-free response. I'm going to click create. So this is the message now that we're designing for when someone mentions the word gluten-free. So we're not going to necessarily want to give them a direct answer because we're not really going to know what their question is. All we're going to know is that they've said the word gluten-free. So what we're then going to respond with is something like, firstly click add text there to add the text. We're going to type the text in on the left over here in the edit section, and we're going to put something like if you would like to see our gluten-free menu, please click on the link below. If you have any other questions, let us know and we will, and I will get someone for you. And then what we can then do is we can create a button to show them the gluten-free menu. So we've just put something like see gluten-free menu. Maybe you haven't got a gluten-free menu. Maybe you just want to tell them that you don't actually cater for gluten-free diets in the restaurant, in which case you can obviously put that text there. But let's assume you have. Then all we're going to do is once we've created that button, we're just going to click open website, and then this would be where you'd obviously link to wherever your gluten-free menu is. Okay, so that's the message that's going to fire, or that we want to fire, when someone types or says the word gluten-free. Now, at the moment, this isn't published, so it's not actually live on the system. So the first thing we're going to do is publish that. But secondly, we haven't actually told ManyChat that we want this message to fire when someone mentions the term or the word gluten-free. So what we need to do is go over to the add button, which is up in the corner here. And we're going to go to the triggers section. So we want to choose keyword. Okay, and this you can actually select channel, messenger or SMS. We're working on messenger at the moment, so just leave it selected as that. And then we're going to enter a keyword. So let's say gluten-free. Okay, you don't need to worry about upper and lowercase on this. One style will work for both upper and lower case, so that's absolutely fine. Then we're going to click create keyword. So now, if a message is gluten-free, then it's going to fire. Now the problem with that is that's only going to fire if someone types the exact 2 words gluten-free. So what we want to do is we want to change that. We want to say if the message contains. So we're going to select the message contains. You could say contains a whole word. You could say it begins with, any of those kind of things. We're going to want to do message contains for this particular one. Message contains gluten-free. Once that's done, that's saved. And then again, we're going to want to click publish. Now we've published that. Anyone that comes to your page that types the 2 words gluten-free consecutively within any sentence is going to now receive this message. The other thing you might want to add with something like gluten-free, obviously, is another keyword with a dash. Now I'm pretty sure that it won't pick up both of those independently from one of these requests, but I could be wrong. Other things you might want to add is celiac. There's a whole range of potential words you could use. So just try and think about the common ones. Maybe have a look through some of the old messages that people have sent where they've asked for this stuff, and just see if you can see any trends, see what kind of words they're using, and then add them into here. That's it really. So you can do this for a bunch of different phrases and create a bunch of different responses. The great thing is you only have to do this once. Once you've built all of these flows with the keywords in, you can just turn it on, set it, and forget it. It's done. And then you're going to have all of these firing. It's a really, really great way to save you a ton of time and actually improve the customer service as well, because people are going to get answers to their questions instantly without you having to dip in and find the time to respond. If you're a restaurant owner and you want to cut down on the amount of inquiries that you're having to answer manually, then make sure that you download our free Messenger welcome template. The welcome template is just a message that you can put into your messenger channel that will fire every time someone messages your page for the first time. It's going to give them a bunch of options, common questions that get answered, things like that can be added to these buttons, and it's going to save you a load of time, but it's also going to improve your response rate, which shows up on Facebook, and it's also going to improve the quality of your customer service as well, because your customers are going to get answers to those questions that they often have a lot quicker, and of course it's going to save you time. Hit the link. I'm going to link to it in the post text on this video, and you'll be able to access that. There's also a blog that talks you through exactly how you can actually go about installing everything if you haven't already got ManyChat or maybe even Facebook set up yet.